Down this street, about 2 blocks to the right, is my hostel, Kek Hostel in Rejavik. And this is my first walkabout. So I've walked up the hill away from the water and I'll hang a right and go down this street. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I'm working my way towards the Tourist Information Center to see about a tour of some sort up in the islands. Rejavik infrastructure being worked on. I'm now wandering on the parallel street closest to the water where the hostel is. Hev or something, HVER. Kind of a neo-medieval look. I'm going to go back up to the main street that I was on because it's funner. Most of it looks pretty modern. It looks like an older building there. A lot of the buildings you see are using a metal surface to them, and I think it probably has to do with the efficiency of building when you're an island in between 2 continents. And it's hard to get materials, I'm guessing. I don't know if this has any particular significance or not. It looks like some kind of a tapestry design. Of course, it's painted onto this remains of a wall that used to have another building contiguous that was probably torn down to build this one. You can see a fair amount of tearing down and renovation has been going on. There's a clever road fence, if you will. It's also a way of saying this area is for bicycles and pedestrians only. Looking back up the street we walked down initially, and this is the landmark church, whether it's a landmark for certain, and it looks like a landmark in the sense of another novel. Interesting, you come off that significant tourist street on a little walkway through to another tourist street, and it's littered with broken bottles, as though that's the in thing to do when you're drunk on your ass, I suppose. Pretty color buildings. Right now we're at the intersection in between 50 and 20. Where this funky, what looks like a Marley coffee shop is. And I'm just shooting here, see some more of that corrugated metal used for buildings. Every place in the world people manage to carve out little refuges, usually at their home. Another one is right here. You can't see down, but it's into that back alley there. Another close by is down in the backyard of this blue and red complex. This is a modest attempt by this homeowner to turn that corrugated metal into something a little bit more interesting. It's discovered by taking a closer examination that this is not corrugated metal, but corrugated plastic sheeting or fiberglass sheeting. This is interesting. They're using Chinese, or at least Oriental, detail, architectural detail, to add some interest. So I'm on that main drag. The information center is right outside the window. You can see the black question mark, or actually I don't know what that is, an eye, that's what it is, black eye in a white box. And this is a little bistro, and I'm having a very good soup, creamy soup, in a big piece of bread. This is right downtown, the old town Rejavik, which is undergoing its transformation, trying to stay a little bit ahead or keep up with the impact on its economy of tourism. Notice our iconic cement church, which is supposed to be quite beautiful inside, according to the young French woman in my room. So I'll explore that later. This is the waterfront. Certainly can see how this must have been instrumental in creating the location of Rejavik. And now I'm just doing a 360 just for the fun of it.
Rejavik Art Museum, looking somewhat fortress-like. And behind that is the old town. And just off the square, for some reason, is the hub of Rejavik, one of the visitor centers. This is the perimeter of the actual square. A nice little water feature. It's amazing how much trash has to be picked up apparently every morning. There are a couple of man-made streams to add some allure.